Hi, welcome to Audiobook Academy. This is a self-paced audiobook. There's no need to keep an eye on things. Just pay attention. Thank you for taking the time to listen. This is a book summary of The 5 A.M. Club. Own Your Morning. Elevate Your Life. By Robin Sharma. Everyone wants to get into the new hot club that just opened up in town. Non-members and non-memberships alike are welcome to attend. Simply getting out of bed and turning up is all you need to do. Getting up at 5 a.m. may sound alarming to those of us who already know how important it is to get our day started on the right foot. However, if you want to maximize your productivity and show up with the right energy and mindset for what matters, you might want to join the 5 a.m. Club. Self-help parable The 5 a.m. Club teaches us how to adopt a revolutionary morning routine that works. First-hour productivity and leadership guru Robin Sharma shows us how to harness our creative capacity, keep ourselves sane, and grow as individuals. According to author Robin Sharma, waking up at 5 a.m. when the world is still and devoid of energy-sapping distractions, is the best time to learn how to master one's own mind and body. According to this theory, rising early allows us to make the most of our creative and productive potential and, as a result, we are better able to handle the challenges of the day. We'll take a look at how an early morning routine can boost creativity and productivity. The 4 internal empires that make up a productive morning routine will also be examined. For a well-rounded life, it's important to keep an eye on your mindset, heart, health, and soul settings, which are all part of the 4 interior empires. After that, we'll take a look at a few ideas for structuring the ideal morning routine. As a result, getting out of bed at 5 a.m. and ignoring the snooze button will pay dividends that are worth it. What's in it for me, anyway? To increase one's capacity for innovation, vitality, and output, it is beneficial to rise at 5 a.m. It happens all the time. You sit down to begin your day's work, and before you know it, you've spent hours on things that don't matter. Work time has become a catch-all term for any time spent checking emails or responding to social media posts. After a grueling morning's work, we're worn out but have little to show for our efforts by the time lunchtime rolls around. Depleting our mental energy and cognitive resources is a result of the constant barrage of distractions that bombard us every day. As a result, we have a golden opportunity to wake up at 5 a.m. and use our focus and creative energy to accomplish goals that truly matter. Additionally, dopamine and serotonin production is increased with a more peaceful morning routine. It is also at this time of day that our brains are at their most efficient. Temporary shutdown of the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for rational thought, occurs in the early morning hours of the day. Transient hypofrontality is the scientific term for this phenomenon. That's all it means. Under certain circumstances, different parts of the brain go into hibernation while others become more dominant. It appears that frontal regions that light up when we overanalyze and stress, at this time, are inactive. Creative flow-like thinking is activated in the opposite way. Start an early alarm if you want to get into the zone, as this is when our brains are more likely to enter a state of flow-like thinking. Getting up early each day allows us to cash in on the good mood that comes with it. During this period, we're free of distractions and in a state of flow-type thinking that encourages us to feel creative, energized, and in the zone. The key is to make the most of this highly productive time. Being a member of the 5 a.m. Club means more than just getting up early, it means dedicating the hours before dawn to focused work and worthwhile pursuits. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, the great composer, was an early riser who used the quiet hours of the day to practice and perfect his music. Early morning writing sessions have also helped John Grisham become a successful author. This habit should not be overlooked, as early risers are one of the most successful people in the world's daily routines, according to Sharma. It doesn't matter what we're good at, mastery requires practice. In the morning, if we use our time wisely and devote ourselves to improving our skills in a distraction-free environment, who knows what we'll accomplish. According to Sharma, we can improve our performance by 30% in just 30 days by making daily improvements of just 1%. The importance of what we do on a daily basis cannot be overstated. Prioritizing self-improvement is another important reason for getting up early. The more out there and in the world we are, the more success we'll have, according to this popular belief. Success hinges on personal mastery as much as it does on professional mastery, which is why both are equally important. Next, we'll look at 4 aspects of our interior lives that will help us grow as a person. An overview of personal development's 4 inner empires. Mindset is well known, but what about heart set, health set, and soul set? There are many other factors that play a role in personal growth, including our mindset, according to author and motivational speaker Deepak Sharma. According to Sharma, How we perceive ourselves and what we think we're capable of can influence our performance. Because of this, it is critical to have a positive outlook and a can-do attitude in order to improve our mental health and achieve our goals. There are, however, 3 additional inner empires that must be built in addition to cultivating a sound mindset. You can think of these as a mind-body-soul set of values. For now, let's take a look at each. It's possible to work from a place of creative productivity even if our heart, our emotional life, is difficult to handle. Insecurity and difficult emotions such as anger, frustration, and heartbreak are common in all of us at one time or another. The ability to be open to, process, and let go of our emotions is critical to our overall well-being. It is possible to work on our mindset by meditating, journaling, spending more time outdoors, or seeing a therapist. Our author considers energy to be more valuable than intelligence. We could have a great product, a thriving business, and an enlightening mission. That would be awesome. However, nothing worthwhile will be accomplished if we lack the motivation and drive to see our plans through to completion over the long term. In other words, health set is the third empire we must construct. Maintaining good physical health is essential so that we can continue to develop our talents for a long time. In order to become a legend, Sharma says, the secret is to focus on longevity. In the final empire, there is a soulless power. What can we do to bring our souls to life? As humans, how can we improve our sense of self-worth? To reconnect with ourselves, our values, and what originally compelled us to create art in the first place, we may need to unplug from the technologically driven world and spend time in nature. Working on what brings our souls to life, according to Sharma, can help us answer important work-related questions. These questions, such as how can our work be a ministry of mastery to benefit fellow human beings, will be answered. How do we live for the greater good instead of just our own selfish interests or those of our immediate family and friends? The reasons for getting up at 5 a.m. are now clear, so let's look at some tactics for getting us out of bed and into the swing of things each day. The 95% need to stop acting like the 5% in order for us to perform at their level. Many of us will hit the snooze button when our alarm goes off in the morning, allowing us to get a few extra minutes or even hours of sleep. People who do this tend to get up later, and they often feel groggy as they scramble to get to work in the morning. Is this the beginning of an average person's day, or is it possible to do better? New neural pathways can only be formed after a period of 66 days, according to scientific evidence. So if you're a morning snoozer, know that getting up before the sun is going to feel awkward and uncomfortable at first. All of your willpower will be required. Prepare for a feeling of being out of control and feeling like you'd like to give up. This is normal, and each day you make a commitment to this new habit is a step toward making it a permanent one. To help you get up and running as soon as the sun comes up, here are 3 suggestions. Move, ponder, and develop. Mathematicians will appreciate Sharma's 20/20/20 formula. The first hour is divided into 3 20-minute segments during which we move around and think about our objectives in order to make sure that getting up at 5 a.m. is worth it. So if you've got a timer, take a look at it. Between the hours of 5 a.m. and 5:20 a.m., get up and work out. Improve your mental and emotional well-being by taking this supplement. Sweating eliminates cortisol, the stress hormone, putting us in a more positive frame of mind for the rest of the day ahead. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor, also known as BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, is produced when we work out to the point where we start to sweat. When we exercise our muscles, we are actually enhancing our ability to focus. 20 minutes of sweating improves our psychological well-being and sharpness of focus. So go for a brisk 20-minute workout to keep you awake and alert, and engage in any physical activity that makes you sweat. Take a walk, go for a run, do some jumping jacks, or use a fitness video as a guide. At 5:20 and 5:40 a.m., set aside some time to think. Gratitude exercises, day planning, and meditation are all good places to start. It's best to take advantage of this peaceful time before everyone else has woken up. Reflection is the only way we can keep our 4 internal empires strong and stable. Cortisol levels are lowered, attention is sharpened, and a sense of presence is developed through regular meditation practice. Put your focus on what helps you, let go of the things that don't, and stay in touch with your guiding vision. From 5:40 a.m. to 6 a.m., set aside time for personal growth and development. You can revisit your goals by reading books, watching documentaries, or studying online. One thing that all high achievers have in common is a passion for learning. Now that your body is awake and focused, you have the opportunity to learn more about whatever interests you the most. So there you have it, 3 simple steps that will help us improve our awareness, raise our performance, and maximize this precious hour. We can't do this if we don't get enough sleep at night. We need to keep in mind that a good night's sleep is essential to a good day's start. Don't miss out on a good sleep. Our final hour of the day is just as important as our first. The secret to keeping the 5 a.m. wake-up ritual alive is to be in bed and ready to go to sleep by 10 p.m. every night. What follows is a 3-hour plan based on the move, rest and reflect formula. Have your last meal and disconnect from technology between 7 and 8 p.m. A chemical in our bodies that helps us fall asleep, melatonin, has been shown in studies to be inhibited by the blue light from our TVs and other electronic devices. Use the time between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. as a peaceful respite. Reading, meditating, and relaxing in the tub are all great ways to spend quality time with your family or friends on your own. In order to get a good night's sleep, you need to relax and unwind. From 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., put your sweat session clothes away and prepare for bed. Do not allow any electronic devices in the room. Begin by attempting to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Maintain a healthy relationship between your work and your sleep. As Usain Bolt put it to Sharma, I rest 50% of the time so that the training can take effect. This reaffirms the fact that growth occurs not only during peak performance phases, but also during periods of rest and regeneration. Recovering after a hard workout is a common occurrence for the best athletes. Successful business people and creatives operate in the same way. Sprints of intense focus and energy are followed by a period of rest and relaxation. They keep going round and round in this cycle. When it comes to elite performance, Sharma calls these the twin cycles. You can go through a period of intense performance, and then you can take a break to recharge your batteries. That is when we refuel, regenerate, and replenish. What is the purpose of this? When a muscle is stretched to its absolute limit, it requires recovery time before it can be used again for more demanding activities. Our productivity suffers as a result of a lack of resources when all we do is exert our willpower and brain power all day. Try to plan at least 1 or 2 days off during the week, so that you can enjoy a tech-free vacation. When you're on vacation, you're free to do anything that makes you feel good. It could be time spent alone or with loved ones. Achieve a state of flow and energy renewal by spending time in nature, going for long walks, journaling, or pursuing any other creative endeavors that inspire you. Because rest and recovery are so important in sports, it's important to treat your professional life like one. To sum it up, achieving personal and professional mastery while everyone else is asleep is the only way to do it. Take advantage of the peaceful morning hours to unleash your creative and productive energies. There is something unique within each of us that we long to explore, cultivate, and then unleash on the rest of the world in order to better our own lives and the world we inhabit. The 5 a.m. Club's principles and strategies allow us to quietly connect to our most authentic selves and pursue high-value goals. So, perhaps it's time to turn back the clock and re-establish equilibrium in all 4 of our internal empires. Organize the morning into 3 20-minute blocks for movement, growth, reflection, and learning. Get a good night's sleep and understand the importance of a healthy work-life balance. If you want to make your dreams come true, the first step is waking up, writes author J.M. Power. According to our author, the best time to start your day is at 5 a.m. Thank you for listening in Audiobook Academy. Please don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. See you in next audiobook.